And we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports in association with Round for Round Boxing, new boxing game that's in development as we speak. Check it out, www.roundforroundboxing.com in association with BWTM Sports, the official channel for all things round for round boxing. Round for Round Boxing will be coming out on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. We have some news coming out from Round for Round Boxing, and fingers crossed, tomorrow we can have a show dedicated to Round for Round Boxing, the latest news, and something that will, I'm sure, get you, the boxing fans that have been waiting for a new game, very, very interested. We've got some graphics coming out, 3D rendered graphics, I believe, coming out from the Round for Round team who are working very hard, and they themselves want to show what they're up to. I've been saying so far, I've said it before, I'll say again, the graphics literally blow away what's been going on. If you've seen Fight Night Champion, and that's the game that many of us still go back to play now, the only game we can go back and play now, unless we want to go down the UFC route. That's the boxing game that most people go and play now. But I can guarantee now the graphics from the Round for Round team, what they're producing here is absolutely phenomenal. So look out, look out. Tell your friends, tell everybody, let your friends, let everybody know. If you're a boxing fan, and you're a gamer and you want to see a new game, tell your people, get to BWTM Sports, get subscribing, not just to see my pretty face, but to get on and get to know about Round for Round Boxing, because this is the official channel. You're not going to hear anything else, anywhere else, but right here at BWTM Sports. And big shout out to the people there at Round for Round Boxing. Jamie, Malky, Alan, and shout out to Reedy Allen there. Showed us some real inspiration, a lot of inspirational words recently on a comment he left. And yep, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'm just glad to be part of the team. So anyway, BWTM Sports and those who are on BWTM Sports can help, we definitely want to be helping out. We're 150% behind the new game, Round for Round Boxing. And I'm doing it because I have a passion, because I love the sport of boxing. One, not just I say it, but in action, I love the sport of boxing. And two, hey, I'm a gamer. I want to see a new game come out. So also BWTM Sports in association with Three Kings Boxing. Check out Three Kings Boxing, www.threekingsboxing.com. Okay, in a moment, we will have our guest on the show, the return of the former WEC heavyweight champion of the world, Bermane Stiverne. He'll be on the channel shortly. We'll be waiting for him. This is going to be a shorter show tonight. I was meant to do one a lot longer, but unfortunately, so many crazy things, all good, happened at BWTM Sports. I mean, I literally was about to come on, and I might have got like 8 text messages, all sorts of things happening all over the place. So it's buzzing at the channel. It's really buzzing. We've got lots of things to share. But yeah, let me see. People are commenting and talking in the room. So good morning, Shogun. Yes. Ronnie Emerson. I can't wait for Round for Round. It's about time a new boxing game. All about Round for Round, says James Jones. I hope they will have top champs on it. Well, I've seen some of the people. Jarrell McLennan. Everyone knows who the G-Man is. Well, he is part of the game. And hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, we'll get those graphics that you all have been waiting for to go and tell your friends. And particularly those people out there that don't believe the game's going to happen, you can go and tell them the game will happen, especially with the graphics that we will be releasing shortly. So we're just going to wait for Bermane Stiverne. But in the time being, I want to talk a little bit about, I'm getting a lot of comments recently about the recent interviews we've done. People love the Butterbean interview. If you haven't heard the Butterbean interview, you've got to check it out. Butterbean is a very, very, very interesting and funny character. Check out our interview with Butterbean. Also check out our interview with Jeff Lacey. Jeff Lacey talks about his fight against, his famous fight or infamous fight against Joe Kawasaki, where he goes behind the scenes and talks about the build up to the fight and the his interesting take on how the media perceived him to be the next Mike Tyson. He himself said, "Look, I never wanted to be perceived as the next Mike Tyson." Jeff Lacey, also a part of the round for round boxing game. So we hope to talk to as many fighters as possible who are part of the round for round boxing game. And if you are a fighter that's on the round for round boxing game, come on, meet our boxing fans, talk to them, get to know what they're about. Of course, they're going to be invested in the game, and they're definitely invested in you. So, without further ado, we'll just kick on. So I really am appreciating the comments that you're getting in the comment section, talking about, we did a show the other night, kind of freestyling. This show tonight, before our guest gets in, I just want to talk a little bit about, further on, about boxing commentary. I want to talk about what do you expect when you watch boxing? What do you look for? A lot of people, I know in media, if you ask them to break a fight down, they can't break a fight down. They'll tell you this person will win or that person will win. But at that stage, as a person in media, you should be able to break down a fight and actually give reasons why. When you're listening or you're watching boxing, you're listening to the commentators. We spoke the other day about how the boxing commentator's role has changed. It's more about promoting the A-side fighter or promoting the TV one the networks are behind, or the unbeaten fighter, or that's more what the commentators are doing today, rather than give you blow by blow commentary, which is what it originally was, blow by blow commentary. They're now giving us what they want to give us based on what their promoter or based on what the network wants or the agenda of the network. So how do we get around that? How do we, as boxing fans or people who want to understand the sport, how do we get around that? So we hear a lot of things about who a top trainer is. Let me just check my phone just in case. We keep a check out because we're expecting our guest to be coming in at any moment. Right. Who a top fighter is, who a top trainer is. We'll talk about who a top trainer is. How do we recognize what a top trainer is? It's really important we find out how to define what a top trainer is, or how good a trainer is. It's okay the commentators tell us he's a great trainer. It's okay the media tell us he's a great trainer. Particularly if that trainer is, you've got to check this, if that trainer is affiliated with that promoter. So it's obviously in the promoter's best interest to be promoting and saying they've got the best training camp, they've got the best trainers. Are they the best trainers? Let's look further. Let's see, when you're watching a boxing bout, do you actually listen to what the trainer is saying in the corner? And is the trainer reading the fight as to what's going on? Is when the fighter come back to the corner, if you're seeing a fight and the fighter's behind, is what the trainer's saying correlating to what's going on inside the ring? I've seen many a time a fighter comes back to the corner, they've been out jabbed, they have basically lost the round, they've come back to the corner, they've sat down, and the trainer's gone, great work, fantastic. Really? You've just lost that round? Well, I've seen fighters come back to the corner after I've been commentating, and they've been hit repeatedly with the same punch, the right hand, or they're getting repeatedly hit with the left hook. And it's happening round after round after round. Now I'm on the outside and I'm watching this happening. So I don't know what the trainer's watching. So I'm asking a question. Let's see, when he comes back to the corner, what's he saying to the fighter? This is the wrong time as a trainer to be, when a fighter comes back to the corner, to be sitting down, to be coaching your fighter through the fight. It's a bit late in the day for you to be coaching your fighter of what for punches to throw in the fight, and you haven't been doing it in the gym. It's a bit late, a bit backward. So the situation with this is, what is the trainer doing? I've heard some world-class trainers, where their fighter is losing the fight, and I've heard great statements like, hit him harder. Or I've heard, just get close to him. Or I've heard, if you don't hit him, I'm going to stop the fight. Now, is that what we determine as a great fighter or great trainer? Or even when the trainer gives the fighter an instruction, and the fighter cannot execute it. That's another thing. It's so important. We look at things like that. So what defines a great trainer? When the fighter comes back to the corner, he sits down. The man has arrived in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Bermane Stiverne. How we doing, champ?
What's going on?
You tell me what's going on.
Everything's good.
We are here again.
Everything is good.
So what's been going on? I know that you went out to Haiti.
Yes, sir.
That was nice. Thanks for letting me know.
It was. I just forgot. No, we decided to change the date, and it was
Okay.
like a last minute thing, and because of I wasn't how should I say aware about the date of
What you were doing, of course.
the actual fight. So I had a call, and then I had to change the date. So
cool.
Before I go to camp.
Before we get into that, let us talk a little bit about. I really, really want to spend some time talking about the stuff you're doing in Haiti. I think it's so important that boxing fans understand what you're doing in Haiti, because sometimes people just look at the fighter. But 1 minute I'm talking to you, we're talking on the phone, cool, and they put the phone down, and then I look at my Instagram and like, Stiverne's in Haiti. Like that must have been posted last week. We were just talking the other day. I see my man holding pads.
I started that program maybe 3 years ago.
Yes, I remember you saying.
And then it was just it wasn't as big as it is right now.
Okay.
But 3 years ago it was just boxing, and it was more of helping the kids that's try to box and everything. But now it escalated into something bigger. We're talking about housing, talking about but the main thing is the education.
Wow.
So, if I could use boxing to give them some kind of education, because the program is called Boxing to Book.
Boxing to Book. Wow.
Yes. So I think the main thing that's going to help them in the future, or that's good for them, for these kids, where 80% of them are orphan and homeless. So it would be education. So I think it was a great journey.
Experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience. The last time I only had 50, but this time I had to deal with over 200, close to like 350, and it's about we try not trying, but I am building a habitat, somewhere they go to school, train, eat, and school.
Well, we would be more than happy at BWTM Sports to do what we can to push that foundation up. I've said that to you before 1,001 times. So take me up on the offer sometime.
That'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be great. It was a great journey. Like I said, gives you that little bit of push.
It
was great. It was great.
Absolutely.
It was great to see the kids happy. They all had book bags, and to go out there and distribute a bunch of book bag with they called it the name of the foundation is called Natif Natal. So um, it's uh, it's great, man. I have fun.
Natif Natal. That's
Yeah,
Haitian, right?
yeah. It stands for like it's native native of native of the country pretty much.
What does it mean,
So
Bermane?
Natif means native, and
Okay,
then
Natif, native.
native and Natal is like native of the country, like you know,
Okay. I was
you know.
careful. I thought it was some West Indian slang there. Natif. Natif, nothing.
They could do that. I mean, when it stands for where you want to describe where you from, you know,
Right.
is you know. But
Wow.
I had fun. I had fun. I had fun. It was fun to be able to help them kids and to visit a lot of different people and converse with a lot of them. And now
Yeah.
it's just on right now. So I'm happy, but unfortunately, I had to move the date because of the call I got, and it's time to go to camp, pretty much.
Okay. So I'm hoping, I'm praying. I'm actually like I went to church last week and I said a prayer for you, Bermane. And I said the next time Bermane Stiverne calls me, I pray and hope
And who called
you so
you?
we
And who texted you? I told you
and
that
you know
the first
what?
the as soon as I got the call, I texted you.
Right. Do
I
you know what's
told
quite
you.
ironic? I had some people on the channel that said, I missed those Stiverne interviews. What happened to Bermane? I said, the guy's still alive. You're talking as if the man's
Of
passed
course,
away.
no, I'm still here. I mean, I'm still here. I'm, you know, regrouping. Sometimes you gotta press the reset button, and and get you know, uh, not your life together, but you need sometimes you need structure. You need to think about things sometimes. Even when things are going good, you still need to be thinking. You know, but no, listen, I'm all healthy. Uh, took some time off, and it was great. Um, you know, I was took some time off to work. Uh, some things in my personal life, and this foundation thing, and a bunch of different things. And now it's time to go to work.
So now, what is the news? I want to know.
but I texted you. I texted you.
You did. I see it. You
That's
were a man of your word. You said
right.
as soon as you got the information, you said as soon as you were gonna know, you would let us have that exclusive information.
But I also told you when. I also
Oh
told you
yeah,
when
you
I
did say that as well, didn't you?
was. I sure did. You got too excited, huh? No,
You
it's
share with
good.
us
It's
today,
good.
though.
It's good because took some those past 2 3 years. I've been fighting. You know, once a year, and this last time, due to the fight with Povetkin, that was called off. So I didn't fight for 2 years, and then jump back in the ring to a title fight. That's pretty much what I hate to say it, but yeah, that pretty much hurt me. But now once I step back in the ring, expect maybe a fight within 2 fights within 4 months, and between now and next year, I'll probably fight about 3 times minimum.
3 times minimum.
Yeah,
So okay, so you can't obviously. I know you texted me like you could say anything tomorrow,
yeah.
but can you? Can you? Is there anything you can tell us in terms of there any changes or anything that's going on in that sense?
No, I mean right now I haven't seen the contract, so I can't really say. I could tell you something, but if I don't sign the contract, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm pretty sure I will be. I will be signing the contract, but there's negotiation and stuff like that, and you got to go through
Okay,
it. And then
so all right, if you can't tell us who the opponent is, can you tell us the date?
uh, that's the thing. Also,
Oh,
uh, let's just say it's going to be in Vegas. Let your mind work on this one.
gonna be in Vegas.
Probably
Oh,
exactly. So
ooh.
we'll talk tomorrow. We'll
So
talk
it'll be in
tomorrow.
Vegas.
That
Okay.
that's for people that's been around and they heard. So if it's in Vegas, just make your mind make your mind work.
Okay. Could it potentially be
Don't give it
on
up.
the undercard of
No.
a big fight?
Uh-huh. Well, one thing for sure. I'm not the main event.
You might be the main event.
No, I'm not.
You're not the main event.
I'm not. No,
But
I'll
you'd
be
be you'd
close.
be on the undercard.
Yes, I'll be close to. I'll be
Okay,
close
let's
to
put it this
the
way. Let me ask you a question. Do you
right.
want to be close to that action that's main event?
Excuse me.
Do you want to be close to the action of the main event?
Oh, I am. I am going to be. It's just. It's
Is
just.
it something? Is it? Is it? Is
It's
it?
just.
Is it an event that we?
It's just. You know. I don't know if it's going to be on TV or if it's not going to be on TV. So that's what the big the big
Discussion is.
yes. Whether it's on TV or not, I just want to get back in the ring. That's where I'm at.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay. While you're here, can we talk about a few fights that are happening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's talk about first and foremost Tyson Fury's last fight against.
I didn't see it. I saw. I think I saw something. He was doing the Ali or something. I'm not sure. He was
Yeah.
clowning. He was clowning a little bit. That's all I saw. I didn't see the fight.
Okay. And now it's been talked about that Wilder and Fury are going to fight next. Any thoughts on that fight?
Uh when he was fresh out of beating Klitschko, I would have picked him. But
Yeah.
nah, he's not. I think Wilder's gonna crush him. And
That's a bit savage of you.
I don't think he should be clowning like he clowns all the time in the ring with Wilder either.
Okay.
You don't want to do that with a brawler, you know. And
Yeah.
Wilder knows how to brawl. You know, it was okay
He
doing
does.
it with it was okay with doing it with Klitschko. Klitschko is a technical fighter, and but with a guy that's wild as Wilder and brawler like him, that's not gonna work. Or I wouldn't
Now,
suggest him to do that.
now people talk a lot. There is talk out there. People say, "Oh well, Wilder he can't box and he can't this and he can't that." Now you've been in the ring with him twice. Okay, in terms of
Yeah,
boxing ability and ability,
he
is
has
this
none.
in terms of being range and all that stuff? Is he that bad a boxer? I mean, he gets wild when he gets into you when he's
He's
hurting you
not. I mean,
as a
over
boxer.
like the people that that probably watched the fight or whatever. But the first two punches he threw at me, it was straight behind the head, and that's what
Um, the first fight, not
for,
so much the second fight. The first fight. The
no
first
the
fight. I'm
no
going to talk
no
about.
the second fight. I'm talking about
No, I'm talking
second
about the
fight.
first fight with you because the
I
first
mean,
fight because
no,
we
but
got to see.
the first fight, how I wanted to go and move around and did that. I was told not to do that. I was told to do the pickaboo and this and that, and which which to this day I regret. I should have went. I should have went and did me. You know,
Yeah.
move around and not stay in front of him, and you know. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
He beat me. He beat me. He beat me. You know, it was my responsibility to
Make the adjustments.
do what exactly. But it's one thing with him that got better and that helped him out. Probably the only thing that helped him out and that got better is his jab. Other than that, nothing else.
His jab has got better.
Yeah, his jab has got better, and his jab is right there to get him to the target.
How effective is that jab? I know you say it, but you face it. So how effective is that jab?
It's the first fight. No, it wasn't really effective the first fight. You know, but I've seen it after like a couple fights after the first fight.
Yeah.
That he got better, and also the what's his name? The trainer he's with. I forgot his name. What's his name? The quiet guy.
Okay, I can't remember his name, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I know, he's really showing him how to, keep his opponent at a distance at the end of his punches.
When you look at the Ortiz fight, does that kind of like the improvement one step further?
What's that?
The Ortiz fight, was that one step further in Wilder's development?
Well, the Ortiz fight, the only thing that went wrong in that fight was me personally speaking was Ortiz age, real age.
Yeah, real age. Here we do.
Right.
That a few times.
I believe if you'd have fought Ortiz maybe 2 years ago or 2 years ago, Ortiz would have beat him.
Yeah. But Ortiz came back with a good win after that fight.
Yeah, came back with a good win. And I believe if they would fight a second time, I would put my money on Ortiz.
Oh wow! But what can Ortiz do differently?
No, you know what? I take that back.
Why?
It would be a more not that Ortiz would beat him, but Ortiz would make the fight way difficult than the first one.
Right. Okay. So you think Ortiz can make the adjustments?
Yeah, because Ortiz is a guy that listens. If you look at the fight when they fought and what his trainer was telling him to do, he's a guy that listens.
Okay.
He listens to his corner. It's just that in the heavyweight division you can win a fight. It takes one punch
and yep,
it's all over there.
Povetkin, Joshua. I've called him. I've seen him as the closest thing to a modern day Mike Tyson. Povetkin in his movement. What do you think?
Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with him when he faced Price, but Price is another style. It's another form of it's a different style of boxing, and a guy like Joshua that stays in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Joshua is going to beat him. To beat Povetkin, you have to be in constant movement because Povetkin stays in front of you. And if I had to pick, and if I had to pick between Povetkin and Joshua going toe to toe, I'm picking Povetkin.
Povetkin knows how to fight in the pocket.
Right. That's his main thing. And I would suggest Joshua to start learning how to use the ring and box and be able to It's the same mistake I did with when I fought Areola for the first time. I went in there
Yep.
the first 2 rounds and banged with him, and then he caught me with a shot, like a real big shot, and you know, and when I went and sat down, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like I shouldn't be, in front of him. I should move, and that's when I started moving in the third round, and it worked out. So it's the same.
So
It's the same concept that I would advise Joshua to do is to box. He got the power already. All you have to do is just box.
somehow people of the belief. Now I think that Povetkin is better than all the opponents Joshua's fought in terms of activity. So people say Klitschko's a better fighter, but Klitschko hadn't fought for 2 years and he came off a loss to Fury. So
Right.
he's fighting regularly, and he probably is the best fighter that Joshua's fought in his career.
I I would say so. I would say so.
And
He's you
Joshua,
could
from what
you could look at you could look at Povetkin uh, rap sheet, like his amateur career, and
yeah,
is he's a guy that I don't know why they took that fight. It's a dangerous fight. To me, it is.
but so you're saying you would have rather took the Wilder fight than took the Povetkin fight?
Eh, I'd have took somebody if it wasn't Wilder, I would have took somebody else, but
But not Povetkin.
not Povetkin. Not right now. I would have took maybe a fight or two where I could move around and practice and get myself ready for Povetkin and try to box or something like that.
Some people say that Povetkin shot. I'm not of the belief of that.
You said shot?
Yeah, he's finished. He's done. Some people think he's
No.
done.
Well, of course, people that are fans of Joshua would speak like that.
We have
But let me ask you: is that the people that say that Povetkin is done and shot, do they had a fight in their life? That's why I always ask. People say that somebody is done, but I mean, if it comes from an ex-fighter or a fighter, okay,
yes.
it's you know it's an opinion that okay, I could respect that, but usually people that telling me this one is done and this is done, but my first question is, have you ever fought? Have you ever, you know? No, but seriously, it's
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Have you ever been hit back in a ring? You hit
right.
something.
That's like somebody that works in the news or do a host of stuff like that. I can't come. Okay, just like me and you, I can't tell you how to ask me a question because I never did it. I don't know what it's like. I know how it feels to be asked a question, but I don't know how
Yes.
it feels to ask somebody questions. And there's a
Yeah, of
way. There's
course.
a but I can't tell you how to do your job because I never done it. You know.
Boxing fans are a unique set of people. They're
Yeah,
unique.
but I mean, everybody has It's funny how people that never fought in their life and only watch boxing and they declare themselves what's the word
Experts.
experts. You know,
Guru.
Larry Merchant. Been around boxing for 100 years, and that makes him an expert. But he never took a punch. And I was so it was one day it was I think De La Hoya was fighting. I think it was De La Hoya and Ike Corte.
Yes.
Like, and Merchant was actually arguing with
George
Foreman.
Foreman.
Like, how dare you? you know, how dare you? Like,
We
why
talked
would
about
you?
this the other day about the role of a commentator. It's changed.
Oh my God, this is like. But hey, unfortunately, people that never fought or ever did anything in boxing always has the more questions or more negative comments than the actual fighters.
Yeah.
Why? I don't
Absolutely. It is what it is. It's the world, and the casuals are becoming more of it. So this is what happens.
know. Exactly.
Hughie Fury is going to fight Pulev. I understand October 26th. I'm predicting actually for
My
him
man
to
didn't
stop
take a
Pulev.
fight.
What's that?
My man didn't take the fight against Pulev.
No, he's going to fight Adamek instead.
Yeah, I know. I know. You know, I received a couple phone calls.
I'd laugh if Adamek actually beat him. That'd be so funny.
I had to decline them.
What's that?
I had a couple phone calls, but I had to decline them.
You had to decline the calls.
Hmm?
You had to decline the calls.
Uh-huh.
Potentially, you could have fought Adamek. Are you saying?
No. It was phone calls for sparring.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
I got my own thing going on, so
I get it. I got you. I hear that.
right.
So, you think? How do you think Fury does against Pulev? I'm actually thinking stopped by Fury.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I'll explain why.
Okay, first of all, how old is Pulev?
36, 37, something like that. No?
I always wanted to know his age because he
He
looks a
looks ancient
little
all the time.
he looks a little he looks 10 years older than what you're saying.
He looks.
I don't know. Fury is he? I don't know. I never really seen him. I seen the highlight him and Parker.
Yeah,
Mm,
I think that fight he'd come off.
if
I think it was
if
ill.
if
For a year.
If Fury wins, I believe it's going to be early. It was going to be early. If it goes to distance, I say Pulev.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking in Bulgaria. But I see I actually see Hugh doing a number on Pulev. I really do. If he takes the attack to Pulev, if he sits back and
Yeah.
lets Pulev get into a rhythm and use the jab and all that nonsense, forget it. But he's got to be aggressive with Pulev. He's got to go out there and bully Pulev. Use his
Right.
height, use a jab, establish a jab, get inside. Pulev's got no defense. He's got no defense to a left hook. He's upright
Mm-hmm.
and Hugh is much more looser, mobile.
Right.
I think you'll see a different fighter to the one we saw against Parker, who actually at the time hadn't fought for almost a year, came off an illness, and jumped from fighting the likes of Fred Cassie to
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Parker. So I think, never gone 12 rounds. So I think sometimes things like that can fight as well. God, he's come back and he stopped Sam Sexton,
Yeah.
which I predicted he'd do as well. I think he stops Pulev, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So what else we've got? Yeah, Adamek and Miller.
I don't know. That make is I don't know. I have no idea. Um, because of the weight difference, I would go with
Miller.
yeah, the lipo guy, the lipo dude.
The lipo poop. Okay.
I'll go with lipo boy.
Lipo boy. All right. Is that something that you still got your eyes on? Is that something you're going to forget about now?
What's that?
Miller.
My eyes on as far as what?
Right. Is that something that you would consider, or is that something you would take your eye off now?
I consider anybody. Anybody in the
Still.
top. Yeah. After this fight, this first fight, that I'm having. I welcome anybody.
What did you make of Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker?
Lord, it
Lord.
was a it was a good fight till both of them got tired. Like I don't know, they could barely hold them their mouthpieces. I think Whyte I think Whyte was a little off and very wild in that fight. Didn't look like he looked when he beat that guy from whatever
Brown.
the guy
Aussie.
that looked the guy that looked like Kiss.
Kiss.
Yeah, he has a bunch of tattoos like from
Yeah, I
Australia.
know. Yeah.
From Australia.
Brown.
Yeah,
Lucas Brown.
yeah. I didn't think Dylan would look like he looked in that fight. I think in that fight,
Okay.
I think Dylan was just like trying to get rid of Parker too soon, and he wasn't able, so he cast out.
Okay. Chisora Takam.
Oh shoot! That was a surprise. Chisora did good. I was surprised.
Sort of like that's the sort of fight I expected you and Chisora to be having.
I thought Takam was going to get him.
So did I until that right hand.
You know, yeah, and then Chisora came back. He did good, man. I was very impressed by Chisora.
And there was another one. Now they're talking about Dillian Whyte Chisora too, potentially.
Who won the first one?
Rochester. They said
Huh?
Dillian Whyte, I think. But I thought a lot of people thought Chisora won.
I didn't even look. I didn't even know they fought till like maybe a week or two ago.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on this whole DAZN thing?
DAZN.
Yeah, DAZN with Hearn in America. Matchroom USA.
What is that?
That is Matchroom USA. It's a new app that they're going to have where fighters are going to be on it.
A new app?
DAZN.
I never heard.
Yeah, DAZN. He's got. I think the first show is in Chicago.
No, I
Jesse
never heard.
Vargas. No, and then after that they've got one in. No, they've got Boston and Chicago.
I never heard about it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, let me think. Heavyweight division. Right, Jennings, Timochenko.
Yeah, he did good. Yeah, he did good.
People are saying that he
it was a nice uppercut.
Yeah, it's a nice uppercut. That's another thing I said in the fight. The two things Timochenko has to be careful of is the left hook and the right uppercut of Bryant Jennings, and he got nailed with both of them.
Yeah, he did good.
Story. There was a rumor going around that Bryant Jennings might fight Andy Ruiz in December. I don't know how true that is, though.
Andrew Ruiz. He's back. I thought he retired.
No, he come back. He fought once already.
I didn't know. I thought he said he retired.
No, he's back. He fought the other day.
Okay.
That's a possibility. Yeah, I was going to say something. Ask you something else as well. Oh, yes, I need to ask you again. Round for round boxing, the video game. I was talking to you about that before.
Oh yes,
yes, round for round boxing game. Now that I'm BWTM Sports.
I've seen a lot of videos about it.
Yes, yeah. So you've been watching, have you? Then
of course I've been watching.
So you've seen some of the fighters that have been signed so far in terms of Camacho, Jeff Lacey, Butterbean. Oh, yeah, a
Yeah.
lot to say about Wilder. Gerald McLennan, Chop Chop Corley, Amir Mansour, Lucas Brown, Andrew Reese, Camachos.
Right.
You know,
That's good.
the
There should
former
be really.
WBC heavyweight champion of the world. That'd be nice to see you in that game.
Hey,
Do you play video games yourself? Mate?
anything is possible. You know what? I do have Xbox and PlayStation 4. I could go maybe for a month. I play a game. I play basketball. I play God of War, Call of Duty, stuff like that. I could do that maybe 3 weeks straight, or a month, and then for another 7, 8 months, I just don't touch it.
Yeah, I don't feel.
I don't know. I have my. You know, I play with it more when I'm in camp. I feel like when I'm in my reality, my life, living my life, and the family and everything, I don't really touch it like that.
Right,
But if I'm in camp, okay, I use it for DVDs. I use it for I got apps on now. You can put apps on the PlayStation. You got Netflix and all these other different. So I don't know. Maybe the last time I played with it, I think it was in like March.
Do you remember the Fight Night series?
Yeah. Yes.
You remember when they used to have people could start actually? I was discussing it with the round guy. Yeah, you were able to get a character that looked like a fighter.
Yeah, I remember that.
What happened is a lot of the fighters got mad about it, and they were asking. They got really upset about it. Now I don't know why they got upset about using my likeness in a game. So, intellectual property and all the rest of it. Did anyone ever create a version of you? And did you see that version of you? And did you like that version of you?
I've seen it. It was against Wilder.
Oh dear.
Somebody was playing it, and I was like, "Whoa! Like this looks like me." But then I look at the shorts. I saw the shorts. I said, "But that's me." I look at the hair, shit, but that's me. So as I'm looking, I'm like, "This dude is like they created some character that looked just like me."
Yeah. So I think the beauty of modern technology. Now, from what I've seen around for round so far, we're going to be releasing graphics hopefully tomorrow. Now they've got the G-Man. I've seen the G-Man and the graphics of the G-Man. And let me tell you something. The graphics I've seen so far, and this was said like a week ago to me, the graphics I saw so far of G-Man was absolutely stunning. I mean, I looked at what Fight Night has done, and they're fighters, and they look good for that time. But now, the picture I've seen, he looks absolutely awesome. So like that guy, so lifelike.
Okay. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, I'd love to see you in the game.
I would too.
So we'll have to talk about it again at some point.
Yes, sir.
So I guess we have to kind of wait until tomorrow for you to give us the finite details of fight news and all the rest of it.
Right. We could always talk about it off the record.
Yeah, of course we can always talk about it off the record. People are going to start. People are going to want to find out what this off the record talk is all about. Not that I'm ever going to say anything about it, but still.
I mean, I don't say. I mean, for me to say something, I really like. I like to talk when things are.
It's confirmed.
I actually have a contract or I sign a contract. It doesn't mean anything for me to start rumors and Next thing you know, it goes left when it was supposed to go right. You know, but
Okay,
that's the
I'm
race.
just the people from round the people from round the team from round for round are actually watching this as we speak, and they said they're going to be looking to release later next year.
Okay,
All right, let's see.
that sounds good.
Does sound good. Let's see if there's anything in the room. People's asking you the question: What do you who do you think would win between Lennox Lewis and Anthony Joshua?
Say what?
Joshua versus um, Joshua versus Lennox Lewis.
Oh, God. Is it? Is he a fan of Joshua?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh boy. I mean, it's, it's different. It's two different men right there. Of course, I would. Of course, I would. Let me entertain this for 2 seconds. I would pick Lennox, of course.
Okay. People are talking here. Mithy Swinbuckle says Bermane so far has had a great career, deserves some time off. Still plenty of fight left in here. My advice: go and look for the fights with the biggest money. A fight with Chisora would be great.
A fight with anybody would be great. I'm
Yeah. To see you in the
Anybody
ring
would
would
be.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the. Let me take the raw stuff. You know, get a few rounds in, and you know, I'm good to go. You know, I plan on I plan on fighting at least 2 fights back to back. You know,
Um, Shout out to Sporting Icons who was in. We did a crossover show. Was over 3 hours long. It was a marathon show, but God, we talked about so many different topics. So shout out to Sporting Icons. Sporting Icons asks, he says Povetkin is Joshua's force mandatory, so he has no choice.
you know. Nowadays, these mandatory don't mean nothing. You know, if Joshua would have wanted to avoid Povetkin, it's something that he was able he could have done. I mean, but only for so long. But
Yeah.
you know,
Okay. Goguja says Povetkin has only lost once by decision, never been KO'd in 35 fights. He then said AJ tried to KO Povetkin to outdo Klitschko. He'd be the first to KO Povetkin. If he tries that, though, he'll leave himself open and vulnerable to big shots.
I mean, if you look at Povetkin, Povetkin is very effective on the inside. And if you look at the
Yeah.
fight with him and Klitschko, that's what Klitschko didn't let him do to get in and stay in. And but neither Klitschko was not staying in front of him either. But I would hope to see that Joshua don't stay in front of Povetkin because
Okay.
that's Povetkin game
Okay.
toe to toe.
Shout out to go on,
But
shout out to my man AC in the house, the BWTM Sports Business Manager. Um, uh, Round for round are just confirming that they will be on multi platforms. And I've said before at the beginning of the show, PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4, just to confirm that.
great.
Um, so, round for round, do you have any questions you'd like to throw to Mr. Severn before we disappear? Yes, Adrienne. Shout out to Adrienne in the house. So,
Make sure make sure my hair is well is
on point.
on point on that video game.
There you go. The round for round. You just got the message there from Bermane. He says, make sure that his hair is on point. Sponsored by L'Oreal. Because you're worth it. Maybe not. Yeah. Anybody? There's a round for round. Got team from round for round. Have anything they want to ask? Adrian, do you want to ask any questions to Bermane? Does anybody got any questions to Bermane before we leave him today? Let people. Is there anything, Bermane, you wanted to talk about briefly while we're waiting for these questions to come through?
I mean, that interview should have been tomorrow. Then I would have had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, well, sorry. They get double Stivernes today and tomorrow. And then for Stiverne haters, they get today and tomorrow as well. That's all good, isn't it?
Well, I'm just ready to come back to the ring, and
but you know that you know you'll have people sniffing this. You're going to announce something tomorrow. They're going to be sniffing around all over the place for information now. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Yeah, people will be sniffing around for information now.
Well, I mean, the information won't come out till tomorrow, so or Thursday.
So wait between now and Thursday, and you know we're traveling.
It's not going to come out till I sign or my opponent sign. It doesn't mean anything right now.
So
you know,
where are we with the opponent signing, and where are we with you signing?
Sorry,
where are we with you and the opponent signing?
I don't know where they're gonna see it, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to spread the news.
I can spread the gospel tomorrow or Thursday then.
Like Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Let's see what people say here. Okay. Big up, guys. Greetings. The main champ. Hello, bro. Says Sporting Icons. Would you fight Ortiz? The main. I know we've been there 1,000 times asking you that question. Would you fight Ortiz?
Like I said, anybody's welcome. Why not?
And what about? There's another gentleman there. Are you interested in the fabulous Joe Joyce?
How many fights you got? Like
5 or 6? Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I don't think he's in my radar.
Okay.
I need bigger meat.
Big neck. That. Oh yeah, people want to know. People want you to come to the UK and fight in the UK. Are we going to get that out of you, man? We're going to get you in.
Man, I would love to fight in the UK. That I would love to.
Is there any way you can make that happen?
I could request that, yeah. But I would love to come to the UK and fight.
Why don't you come to UK and have one? If you get one of those warm-up fights in the UK.
I mean, I would love to.
Maybe you against someone like you against a Sam Sexton or Gary Cornish. You know,
I would love to come to the UK. The only time I did was in the amateurs.
Yeah, and then you came and saw Groves in Froch. So you need to come and fight though.
It was a great experience.
You need to come back. You need to come back and fight in the UK for sure. People asking, Stiverne versus Price. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting fight. A replay of your fight in the
amateurs.
In the amateurs.
Boy.
How does that sound for you?
Hey. Sounds like a good warm-up fight.
Good warm-up fight.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Tony Bellew fights Usyk. He's moving down from heavyweight back to cruiserweight to fight Usyk. What are your thoughts on that?
Who?
Bellew.
Fighting who?
Alexander Usyk.
I don't know him.
The undisputed cruiserweight champion.
Don't know who he is.
He just won the World Boxing Super Series.
I haven't watched that. You know, any
Ukrainian.
any information about boxing, I always get them from you. You know, I don't watch fights.
Okay, well, this is a guy that Uncle Bashir was training him. That's
When?
the guy he trained to became WBO cruiserweight champion with.
Who?
What's his name? Usyk.
Usyk. The one
Yeah,
that
Usyk.
was the one that was trained that was with me.
No. That's Serenko, which is another thing. Serenko's in camp. He should be in camp now with Povetkin. He's training with Povetkin.
Okay.
He's sparring with Povetkin to prepare for Joshua.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Probably don't know who Usyk is. You probably do.
Probably a face.
Let's see.
Bad face.
Let's see us. Dave Allen. Stiverne versus Dave Allen, October 30th, Newcastle. You've got matchmaking for you now, Bermane.
Who's that? Dave Allen.
Dave Allen, he fought Dillian Whyte. He fought Ortiz. He fought Tony Yoka.
I don't know who that is.
He's a British fighter.
He's what?
He's a British fighter.
I don't know.
UK fighter.
Never seen him.
Okay, all right. Let's see what else. So when you talk, this will be the last question before I end it. When you're talking a warm-up fight, are we talking top 15 or are we talking top 100?
What is it? I don't know where they're ranked, but I think it's like the top 30.
Top 30.
Yeah, top 30 or top 20.
Okay. Are you back in training camp now?
I'm not in camp official, but I am training.
Okay.
I am going to camp officially next week.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think let's round for round say that they've got you. They said they've got you in terms of making sure your hair will be okay.
We're in business.
Right. Okay. Right. Oh, now Sporty Icon says somebody that high says it sounds like it could be Washington. The Sporting Icons. He's now guessing.
Say what?
Jarrell Washington. That's what a Sporting Icon says.
Oh wow.
We'll have to wait and see what we Bermane.
Guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will. Have you got any final questions final points to make before we end our interview today?
No, not really. But you know, it's great to be to be in the spirit of coming back. You know, and go for them. You know, I can't wait. I'm just excited about coming back in the mix.
Somebody else threw the name at Charles Martin. Somebody threw out the name Bermane Stiverne versus Charles Martin.
That could have been a possibility like months ago. It was, but it's not. It's not for now.
Okay, great. Bermane, so once again, thank you so much. And hopefully, fingers crossed, The world will know within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Well,
Okay.
you know before, so.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much to Bermane Stiverne. And again, don't forget to check out Round for Round Boxing, www.roundforroundboxing.com and threekingsboxing.com as well on that side. All right, yeah. This is
Yes,
it for
sir.
BWTM Sports. We are out. Take care.
It was a pleasure.